Hi, everyone. My name is Mr. Garner. I was supposed to be your student teacher from mid March to early May, but unfortunately, with COVID 19, schools are not going to be in session anymore, or at least until the end of the school year. So I devised a little 2 week unit for you guys, and I hope you guys get something from it and enjoy it. So we're gonna hopefully you guys found my Weebly in the first part. That's what I would like to address first. But anyway, we're gonna go right into lesson one, which is kind of like an English lesson. We're gonna be learning about storytelling, so different types of storytelling in history, folklore, legends, and then we're gonna go over the legend of Romulus and Remus on Weebly. Okay, so storytelling. Storytelling has gone on throughout histories. So there's different means of presenting these stories. So I'd like you to think about what happened prior to the Egyptians inventing papyrus, which was their first form of paper. These people could not write novels, they could not write poems, they couldn't write songs. They just had word of mouth and paintings, right? So people would tell stories through oral stories. So, for instance, your parents are telling you a story that kind of could be about your culture, where you're from. Maybe could tell a theme about I don't know something that you should learn, something about morality. And then you have paintings and drawings. So cavemen, whenever they would get back from their hunts, they would kind of draw pictures on the caves, kind of documenting what they did, what not to do during those times. And like I said, throughout, many of these stories carry a theme or lesson learned. Even though some can be told for humor and don't have themes. Okay, so we're going to go over a little bit about folklore. Folklore is a collection of fictional stories about animals, people, myths, jokes, songs, a big list of stuff, right? So I have basically that big textbook definition and just kind of provide you some examples of folklore. So there are your jokes, your songs, your poems. And then there's also myths and legends. So think back to Greek mythology. You guys probably went over this in your Greek unit. Um, Mythology usually had gods interacting with everyday people, whether it was Zeus and a normal citizen making Hercules or something like that. Big shout out to Disney there. And then you have maybe the story of Icarus, where Icarus had these magic wings that could fly in the air, and his father said, "Don't go toward the sun; it might burn out." Icarus did anyway, and he learned his lesson the hard way. Needless to say. So we'll go over legends on the next slide, so I won't really cover that. Usually, these stories have supernatural beings. Like I said, in Greek mythology, there's gods, and then they're usually with different people or personification. It could be like supernatural animals or just animals in general doing human things. So there you go, a little cross curricular action right there. And usually it involves the main characters going through a problem and overcoming. Again, think about Hercules if you've ever seen that movie before. All right, so legend. No, not like LeBron James or Michael Jordan or something like that. A legend is a story that is kind of thought of as historical, but with no actual proof. So you're going to learn about Romulus and Remus a little bit, and you're going to see how some of the things in that story are kind of far fetched.